Hi there, my name is John Conroy. Thanks very much for joining me for this morning's Clare Sports Partnership COVID-19 exercise class. A feature and a focus on the class for this morning, we focused a lot on our posture, our breathing, our shoulders, our shoulder tension. A lot will feature on our backs, our spine movement and spine flexibility. So the exercise will be geared around all ages, especially focused on maybe people who are not getting out and about as much due to our recent constrictions, and also as well for people who find themselves seated a lot during the day, and for people who are working from home, especially people who are working on laptops in a seated position. As we find ourselves seated that little bit more due to a lot of restrictions that are upon us, we'll just work on a couple of small little tips that may be beneficial or helpful. The first thing is how we're seated. And a lot of our shoulders and neck and spine and back problems come about due to us sitting quite poorly. So a lot of us find that when we go back in towards the seat, we slouch back. And we slouch back like that. So that straight away puts a lot of pressure on your lower back and on your hips. And then if we're seated upright, we're working at a desktop and we're leaning forward, that again puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders, your back and your spine. So if we can, just come to the side there. Try if we can to get our hips and our shoulders in a straight line. So keep your neck and shoulders in a line. Keep nice and tall and straight. And keep our 2 feet in line with our hips. Sometimes when I do, in some of the classes, it's use either yoga block or blue Pilates ball and tuck the ball in behind your back like that. And that then encourages to sit up a lot straighter. Again, we got the feet and hips, shoulders and hips in a straight line. Also as well, you can use a yoga block. Take that in behind as well. Pull the hips back in, hips and shoulders in a straight line. So that's really, really important. Hopefully may cut down a lot of injuries we may have. So, just begin then. So we just go back into our seated position. So I hope you find yourselves in a nice, quiet and calm spot. Nice, quiet, calm spot that's nice and comfortable. It takes you away from our normal day chores. So as we find ourselves in these uncertain and unfamiliar times, it's important to find a nice, quiet and peaceful spot. So what brings us together this morning? Exercise. Exercise brings us together where we focus on our breathing, where we feel peace, calm and comfort. Let us take our 2 arms out either side. Take the 2 arms away, our palms facing away. Allow those arms hang loose to lengthen our spine. Get a nice stretch across the front of your chest. With an inhale, fully stretch your fingers away. On an exhale, draw those fingers back in, drawing straight in towards your spine. On an inhale once more, lengthen those fingers, lengthen those arms away. And an exhale, take those fingers back in, lengthen our spine, strengthen our body. That's good. Well done. We take both hands to center, we draw our breath in as we take them in and up. And exhale, turn your palms down and back and away. That's good. For the remainder of these, the option is you can stay seated. I'm going to stand for the remainder of the exercise we're going to go through. So as I said, we focus on a lot for today on shoulder tension and shoulder mobility and breathing, improving our posture. We'll take our 2 arms out to the sides. We'll get both of your elbows in line with your shoulders. On an exhale, take your palms and elbows into center. On an inhale, as we arch our back, open the arms out wide, look up at the ceiling, stretch between both of your shoulders. On an exhale, take palms and elbows into center as we come forward. On an inhale once more, as we take those arms back, stretch between the shoulders, taking a nice arch in your lower back, looking towards the ceiling. On an exhale, come forward, palms and elbows. And one final one. On an inhale, draw the arms in and out wide, making a small arch in your back, looking towards the ceiling. On an exhale, forward we come. We'll begin to draw our breath in as we open the arms out wide. So that was a really good stretch for shoulder tension and shoulder posture. Taking your left hand, on an exhale, bring across towards your right. And as that arm comes across, follow that hand as we stretch across to the other side, keeping the elbow in line. On an inhale, as we open out wide again, full stretch from one shoulder to the other, full stretch across your chest. Take that right hand on an exhale, bring across towards your left. On an inhale, as we draw back into the centre once more, taking that left hand on an exhale, bringing across towards your right. On an inhale, as we draw back into the centre once more, taking that right hand on an exhale, bring across towards your left. Follow that hand as we move to the side. On an inhale, as we come back towards the centre, one final time on either side, taking that left hand on an exhale, as we press across towards your right. On an inhale, draw back towards the centre. And one final time with your right, on an exhale, press across towards your left. As we inhale back to centre, focusing a lot on our upper spine movement and flexibility. As we get both elbows in line once more, and a good stretch between the shoulders. Take your right hand, slide it down the back of your head. Take your left on an exhale, turn out to the side. On an inhale, as we draw back to the centre once more, taking that left hand, slide down the back of your head, turn your right palm down on an exhale. On an inhale, back towards centre again, full stretch from one shoulder to the other. Take that right hand, slide down the back of your head. On an exhale, turn your left palm down. This time we're going to raise that right elbow up a little bit more. Draw back towards centre again. With your left again, slide down the back of your head. On an exhale, tilt that left elbow up slightly more. That will increase your stretch. As we draw back in towards the centre, we get one more on either side. Take your right hand down the back of your head. Turn your left palm down. On an exhale, turn down to your left. On an inhale, back towards the centre. One final time. Take your left hand down the back of your head. On an exhale, push your right down, raising that left elbow up a little bit higher to increase your stretch. As we draw back in towards centre. And we take both arms down either side, turn your palms away. On an inhale, take them in and up. On an exhale, lower back down again. Palms away, draw your breath in and take them in and up. On an exhale, lower back down. One final time, palms away, draw your breath in. Push that breath back down again. On an inhale, turn your palms away, take them in and up overhead, both palms facing down. Take your left hand toward your right wrist, and with an exhale, lengthen your right arm away. That's good. Draw that breath back in once more again. Again, take that left hand to your right. On an exhale, twist over to your right. We lengthen the right arm a little bit more to increase that stretch. Draw that breath back in again once more. So with an exhale, taking that right arm and lengthen towards your left. We're working on strength on your shoulders, working on mobility in your shoulders, working on our spine, and working on lengthening and strengthening that hip as well. Draw that breath back in once more. Take the two arms back down again, palms facing away, and on inhale, take the arms in and up overhead. Take your right hand towards your left wrist. And we'll begin to inhale as we lengthen the left arm up. And with an exhale, we'll turn away to your right with your left palm facing down. We draw that breath back in as we come back to the centre once more. Again, using our breath, push your breath away as we lengthen the left arm away. Draw that breath back in once more. Again, focusing on our breath as we push the breath away, lengthen that left arm. And put a bit more weight towards your right foot. That will increase that stretch. Draw that breath back in once more as we finish with two more. With an exhale, lengthen that left arm away as we push your way out to the side. Draw that breath back in once more. That's good. Get one final one. With an exhale, lengthen your left arm as we stretch towards your right. And we breathe in as we lower back down again. Turn your palms away. Inhale in as we bring your arms in, up overhead. Pushing that breath back down once more for 2 more. Palms away. Inhale, bring them in and up overhead. Exhale back down again once more for one final one. Palms away, draw your breath in as we bring them in and up. Exhale back down again. Join your 2 hands towards each other and lengthen the arms away. We lengthen out the middle of your back and your shoulders. We'll continue on upwards towards the ceiling with your palms up as we take the arms back towards your ears to increase the length of your stretch a little bit more. Keep your palms facing up as we feel that stretch come down along your back and come down along your spine. Also getting good strength to your arms, your shoulders and your wrists as well. That's good. And we take the hands, the shoulders and roll those forward. Take a good roll forward and then roll them up and back. Just roll them up and back. We take the 2 hands down either side. Take your right arm, bring that up by your ear. Place your left hand on your left hip. Keep that right arm tucked close to your ear. Keep your palm down. And with it, exhale, push towards your left. Keeping the arm nice and straight. With an inhale, we'll come back towards centre. With an exhale, as we lengthen your right arm, push your way towards your left. Draw that breath back in once more. Lengthen that right arm a little bit more if you want to increase the stretch and push the weight towards your left foot. That will increase that stretch. Draw that breath back in once more. Take your right hand to your right hip. Draw your left arm up by your ear. Keep your left arm nice and straight with your palm down. And with an exhale as we push away towards your right, lengthening your left arm. Draw that breath back in once more. On an exhale as we lengthen that left arm, pushing the weight towards your right foot. Keep nice and tall and straight. That looked good, well done. Draw that breath back in once more and one final time. Take that left arm and with an exhale, keep it long and straight. Keep your